when we think about all the things we got to do tomorrow, or we think about all the things that we got to do in a few months, or we think about what's going to be required of us, or man, my kids going to be going to college in 10 years. And it gives you stress and anxiety because you're looking at your right now and you're like, man, I don't have enough right now for my kids to go to college in 10 years. Or you think about where you want to be, and you think about the career and the level that you want to be, and you looking at where you know you want to get to and what you know you want to do, but you're comparing your future position to your current self, and you're looking like, man, I don't have what it takes right now to be where I want to be in 5 years. So it brings frustration. What up, everybody? It's your boy JK, man. It is Thursday, so you already know what it is. It's Tackle Thursday with JK, live on IG, live on Facebook, and I'm recording for my YouTube channel, which y'all can go subscribe to after this episode, which is Jeremy Kellem. So be sure to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeremy Kellem. And so today, man, we are tackling another topic. I'm going to tackle this topic. You going to tackle this topic. The topic we tackling today is you have enough for now. You have enough for now, right? And when I'm talking about this, man, this topic, man, I was, thinking like, man, okay, just thinking about what I actually could do for impact with JK. Which is, a segment I do every Wednesday on the radio, 7:60 a.m., man, on the radio every Wednesday. And just thinking about different topics, man. And I did a complain or maximize. I did a Tackle Thursday on that, and I actually did a Impact with JK on that, man. And as I'm thinking, God blessed me to look at that particular aspect a little different, right? So you got to complain or maximize, which I'll talk about today, but to see and think about it as, right, you have enough for now, right? And if you ever listen to my other episodes of the podcast, you go on Anchor, Spotify, go on YouTube to watch them, Anchor, Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, you could be able to listen to them, but you will hear me talk about vision, right? Having a vision, having an idea of where you want to go, who you want to be, how important that is. And I always tell my scholars that I teach in my class the importance on creating a vision. Even right now, we're in a process, man, as we close out this year of creating a vision, and we're going to end, the objective is they're going to create a vision board for themselves, right? And the Bible even tells us, man, that where there is no vision, the people perish, right? So it's important to have a vision. It's important to be able to think long term and not just be stuck in the moment, right? But even with that, even though having a vision is so important, I got to make sure that there is balance when I'm thinking about my vision. I got to make sure there's balance between me thinking down the road and me staying in the present. And what I realized, man, and God revealed to me is like, man, so many times we think down the road, we think about tomorrow, we think about next year, we think about things down the road so much that it frustrates us in our present. It frustrates us where we are. And sometimes when we think about all the things we got to do tomorrow, or we think about all the things that we got to do in a few months, or we think about what's going to be required of us, or man, my kids going to be going to college in 10 years. And it gives you stress and anxiety because you're looking at your right now and you're like, man, I don't have enough right now for my kids to go to college in 10 years. Or you think about where you want to be, and you think about the career and the level that you want to be, and you looking at where you know you want to get to and what you know you want to do, but you're comparing your future position to your current self, and you're looking like, man, I don't have what it takes right now to be where I want to be in 5 years. So it brings frustration. It causes us to feel emotional pain. It's a pain point in our lives because we know where we want to get to, but we're struggling with the ideas of, do I have enough? Do I have enough money to send my kids to college in 10 years? Do I have enough money for my bills for next month, even though it's 30 days away? Do I have enough skill set for the job that I'm applying for in 2 years? Do I have enough skill set right now for the job that I'm applying for in 2 years? And when we look at life like that, when we are comparing our now to what we want in the future, we feel like we don't have enough. And so I'm here to tell you, I'm here to encourage you and let you know that you have enough for right now. Now, you might not have enough money for tomorrow yet. You might not have enough money right now to pay for your kids to go to college in 10 years. You might not have enough experience right now for the job that you want in 2 years. But the good thing is that you got enough right now. You have enough for now. God has blessed you with enough skills for where you are right now. God has blessed you with enough resources for your now. You might not have the money for tomorrow, but you got enough money for right now. And so that's the topic that we're tackling today is you have enough for now. And that's what I truly believe, like the mindset that we gotta be in, especially when we're in the preliminary or the beginning stages, or we're going through a difficult period in different areas of our life. We gotta understand, like, hey, I might want more, I desire more, I'm trusting God for more, but until I get that more, I gotta be thankful that I got enough for right now. And the first question that I want to propose to us is how do you perceive what you have? That is a huge question. The question is, how do you perceive what you have? Because how you perceive what you have will determine if you win or lose. How you perceive what you have will determine if you try or not. How you perceive what you have will determine if you walk around in life optimistic or pessimistic. How you perceive what you have, right? And when I think about, man, you know, David in the Bible, man, that's like one of my favorite people from the Bible, man. And we know about David defeating Goliath, right? And David did so many amazing things. And when you think about David, when David fought Goliath, we know David had a slingshot, right? And everyone around David, his brothers, the different soldiers, they looked at what David had and they thought that David's slingshot wasn't enough. They like, David, bro, what are you doing, dog? Like, you about to go fight a giant with a sword, a giant with body armor, a giant that's skilled. That slingshot that you got ain't enough, right? That's how they perceived what David had, but that's not how David perceived what he had. See, David looked at his slingshot and was like, no, this slingshot is enough for right now. My right now battle is Goliath. And so David's perception of what he had was, I got enough to defeat Goliath. This slingshot is enough. And so I'm challenging you to look at your life right now, whether it's your finances, your relationships, your business, your skill set. And I'm challenging you to look at what you have and to see, ask yourself, how do I perceive what I have? Do I look at the money I got right now and I say, I don't have enough? Do I look at my skills that I have, the ability, the talents that I have, and do I say, I don't have enough? Do I look at the things that I want to do for my kids, for my spouse, and do I say, I don't have enough? Or do I perceive what I have as having enough for right now? Because see, David said, hey, look, his mindset was, this all I need. This slingshot is all I need for right now. Now, the thing about David, and the reason why I see David wasn't attached to the slingshot like we might think he is, right? Because after David defeated Goliath, David fought in some wars. David, was in some battles. We never heard anything else about David's slingshot. Because David realized, hey, the slingshot was for my right now. That was enough for now. Now, where David was going, he probably understood that the slingshot ain't enough to go fight in the wars. Now, I need something else. Because see, if you ever read David's story, David was on the run. You know what I'm saying? Saul was chasing David. And David was on the run, and he ended up being without any weapon. And so David got to a place and was like, hey, he asked the people, he said, hey, do y'all got a weapon? He didn't say, hey, do y'all got a slingshot? You know what I'm saying? Because the slingshot was for Goliath. But David said, hey, y'all got a weapon? And they gave him Goliath's sword. So now the sword that he got, the Goliath's sword, was for his new now, where he was, for his future. So what we got to understand is what we have right now may not be enough for where we're going. But guess what? We ain't there yet. So if we not there yet, why are we worrying about if I got enough? David wasn't worrying about, oh, I need a sword for my future wars I'm going to fight in. Because he like, nah, I'm fighting Goliath. I just need a slingshot. You worrying about how you going to pay for your kids to get in college and they 5. You not there yet. So you got enough money right now to take care of your 5-year-old kids. And then when they get 18, you'll have enough money to take care of your 18-year-old kids. So stop trying to solve tomorrow's problems with today's provision. When today's provision is for today. You got enough for right now. So you got to challenge yourself. How do I perceive what I have? Do I perceive that I'm in lack? Do I perceive that, hey, I don't have enough? Or do I see it as I got enough for right now? David knew that, hey, this slingshot is enough for me right now against Goliath. David never used the slingshot again, according to scripture. It wasn't mentioned. So you got to understand, hey, what I got enough. The skills I got right now is enough. It might not be enough for tomorrow, but by the time I get to tomorrow, by the time I get to next year, I'm going to have enough skills to succeed when I get there, right? Then, next point that I want to address is, the question is, are you going to complain or are you going to maximize? Are you going to complain where you are, about what you have, or are you going to maximize where you are and what you have? Right? And so, once again, going back to the Bible, you look at the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish. Here they are, disciples, they looking around like, yo, we ain't got enough. We ain't got enough to feed these people. Not with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. What we going to do with them? Right? And Jesus basically got to tell them, hey, bruh, maximize what I gave you. Y'all complaining about not having enough. Y'all complaining about not having enough food to hand out, to give away. How about y'all go maximize the food I gave you? Make it stretch. And that is what we, as people, we got to get to that point. Right? David maximized the slingshot. He didn't complain about not having sword, not having shield, not having armor. He just maximized what he had. And I got to admit, like, I know y'all right now, y'all on Taco Thursday with JK, the podcast, all of that, right? That good stuff. Be sure to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeremy Kellem, all that good stuff. Hey, go subscribe and follow on Anchor Podcast, Apple, Spotify, all that, right? But this podcast it began out of a place of complaining. I remember in 2020, I was, you know what I'm saying, like May-ish or whatever, 2020, I was complaining to God. I was like, God, man, I want to speak more. I want to speak more. I want to speak more. I was complaining. I was like, I want to speak more. Like, God, I want more opportunities to speak. And God said to me, he said, bro, you want more opportunities to speak? You don't need me to give you more opportunities. You just need to use what you got. Like, you got an IG Live. You could go on every single week and speak every single week or every day if you want to. So you keep asking for opportunities to speak and complaining about not speaking, but you haven't even maximized where you at. You haven't even maximized what you got. So thus here we are. We got Tackle Thursday with JK. We're going on about 2 years doing the podcast. But it came from a place where I was complaining about not having an opportunity to speak. And God was like, man, you ain't even maximizing your platform. You're not even maximizing where you are, but you want more. And so I don't know what area of your life that may be. That might be your finances. Where you like, man, I want more money. I want more money. But you ain't even maximizing the money that God is blessing you with. You like, man, I need more time. I need more time to do this. I need more time to do that. But you're not even maximizing the time that you do have. So you want more talent, you want more skills, you want more resources, but you're not even maximizing the talent, the resources and skills you already have. And my dog, man, I'm gonna have him on the episode. He's gonna be on the podcast next week, man. And my dog, he got a book coming out, man. And I seen that he's doing his own audio book, right? It's going to be his voice, which is dope because it's going to bring the book alive. Like you actually reading the words or you hearing the words, but it's actually his voice. It's not somebody else, right? And he is recording in his closet. He got it set up with the speakers. He recording in his closet. And I seen him post a video and he said, hey, you got to use what you have. You got to use what you got. And it blessed me because he's so right. That, hey, I might not have the top tier stuff right now. But instead of complaining about what I don't have, why can't I just maximize what I do have? And then the more I maximize, then God will see that, oh, okay, they need more room. I bring more blessings. And when I tell you not, the moment I started Tackle Thursday with JK, the podcast, because I was doing videos, Tackle Thursday with JK videos, 1 minute videos. But once I consistently started the podcast, now going on 2 years strong, when I say that God started blessing opportunities to speak, to come, he started blessing me with more. But it wasn't until I started to maximize. I didn't do everything perfect. So it's not about doing things perfect. But it's about being obedient and being consistent with where you are and maximizing what God has blessed you with. And when I believe when God sees us maximize these things, then he grows them. Okay, now it's time to go to another level. Okay, now it's time to go to another level. But when we not maximize what we got, what is the need to give you more? Think about it. Like, even my kids, they be wanting toys. I ain't gonna lie, we spoil them. We give them toys. But me and my wife, we get to the point sometimes like, bro, y'all don't even play with all these toys. So you want more toys, JK, Jayla, but y'all not maximizing the toys you already got. Now you start maximizing these toys and using all of them, and y'all outgrowing them, all right, we'll bless you with more. So we got to get to the point where instead of complaining about what we have, or what we don't have, we need to maximize what we have. We need to maximize where we are, right? And then the last point, man, is at the end of the day, we got to make sure we're not worrying about tomorrow. We got to make sure that we're not worrying about tomorrow, right? And so the Bible tells us, Matthew chapter 6, verse 34, right? How we should not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself, right? That tomorrow has its own troubles. And so sometimes when people hear that, hey, don't worry about tomorrow, we think that it means don't prepare for tomorrow. That's two different things. Now, we should prepare for tomorrow. You should be preparing for your next month's bills. You should be preparing for your kids to go to college in 10 years. But you shouldn't be worrying about your next month's bill. You shouldn't be worrying about paying preparing for your kids to go to college. It's a difference. I'm preparing or I'm worrying. When I'm preparing, I'm taking the appropriate steps to align myself to make sure I got enough money, right, to pay the bills for next month. Or I'm taking the appropriate steps to prepare myself to have enough resources, have enough money to pay for if my kids want to go to college or trade school, whatever they want to do, right, after high school. But worrying is I'm going around head down. I'm stressing, filled with anxiety, because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this by next month. Like that TikTok, trying to figure out how I'm going to get this money by tomorrow. That's what we be sitting at. We won't be preparing for tomorrow. We be worrying about tomorrow. And I believe a way to relieve us from that pain, to relieve us from worrying about tomorrow, and allow us to be able to sit in a place where we prepare for tomorrow, is when we understand that God has blessed us with enough for now. I'm going to say it again. God has blessed us with enough for now. You have enough money for now. You got enough money to pay your bill right now. Now, we might not have enough money for tomorrow bill, but tomorrow bill ain't come. You got enough money to take care of your kids right now. Your kids' education right now. You might not have enough money to take care of your kids' education in 10 years right now. But eventually, in due time, by the time that comes along, you're going to have enough money. You might not have enough skills to be a CEO of the company that you work for right now. But working for that company in 3 years, you're going to be ready to be the CEO. But you just don't have it right now. But guess what? You got enough grace, you got enough skill, enough ability, enough of talent to excel on your job right now. And so we got to rest in that. We got to understand that, hey, I have enough for now. And so as I close, I want to make this very, very clear. When I say that we need to rest in a place where we know that we believe I have enough for now, God has given me enough for now, I'm not telling you that, hey, my whole life I have to think that I'm going to barely get by. No, that's not what I'm saying, because I'm believing God for abundance, above and beyond, overflow. I'm talking about being a blessing to my family and other people's family. I'm talking about being someone that God could get blessings through. Like he sends money to me and I send money to other people, other organizations, other institutions, potentially other countries, if that's what he leads me to do. So when I'm telling you, I'm not telling you to believe that, oh, I'm barely going to have enough for my whole life. No, that's not what I'm saying. But maybe right now in an area of your life where you might be struggling. You might not be where you want to be, whether financially, whether it's skill set, whether it's in your career, your business. You need to know that you got enough for right now. And that in due time, God is going to equip you with not only having enough for right now, but God will bless you to have enough money for next month, next year, in 10 years, generationally. That not only will you have enough skills to excel on your current job, but you'll have enough skills to excel on your future job or your future businesses. And so when I say that, hey, just trust God that he has given you what you need. You got enough for now. And eventually, not only will you have enough always have enough for now, but you're going to have enough for tomorrow and for next week and for next month and for next year and for the next 5 years, for the next 20 years, for your kids, and generationally, you will have enough. So that's what I know I'm believing for my wife and I, and our kids, and our parents, and our siblings, and family members and friends. And I'm believing that, and I know that he can do that for you too. All right, so, hey, the topic once again for the day that we tackled, man, is you have enough for now. And so when I'm saying that is I want you to understand that, yes, you might not have enough money for the future, at this moment. You might not have enough experience for the future at this moment. You might not have enough resources, enough connections for the future at this moment. But I need you to know you got enough for right now. And in due time, when you need to have more for where you're going, God will equip you with that more. All right, man. So y'all continue to wake up, strive to win on purpose, be intentional about winning, and y'all have a blessed day. Appreciate y'all.